Welcome back, my people. Thank you so much for stopping by. My people, evidence don't they show up and down, like all over the internet. How Nigeria army spy and is spying people of Niger Delta. Yes, so the evidence don't they show for you to know that the narrative that our army is trying to push out there is really not what is happening, my people. So this person said this is exclusive video from ongoing military spying in the Niger Delta. My people, I will not say it as it is here because of YouTube guidelines. I pray that you guys understand me, yes. So he said the mainstream media will never report about this or show you this footage. Nigeria army claimed that they are the victims, but see how they invaded Igbo Motro in Bayelsa State with 7 gunboats in the name of retaliating. They started their spying at innocent villagers right from the jetting, spying hundreds of innocent villagers. Oh my God. The army will never believe that their illegal action was caught on video after seeing this, but I want the world to know that there is an ongoing silent spying in the Niger Delta with no one reporting about it or listening to the victims. Hey, my people, I hope you guys are seeing this particular video here. This is the video evidence. The first time these people invaded in the Niger Delta. Oh my God, how I wish that I can allow you guys to watch this video with the audio. YouTube will not allow to hear that standoff shooting, my people. Chai! Because at the end of this video, if you hear the voice of children crying while Nigerian soldiers are firing them, my people, this is so heartbreaking. And these people were happy, singing, dancing, just to welcome the Nigerian soldiers, but not knowing they are there to face their own death. Oh my God. And the chief of the defense said that they know who is responsible. Then if you know those that are involved in that barbaric act by killing our Nigerian soldiers, why can't they go and fish them out instead of destroying innocent life? My people, this is really heartbreaking. And up to now, people of Delta State as well as Bayelsa State, they are still in the bush asking for help. Even those that are still in the community don't have access to come out. Like, they're blocked everywhere. Even the governor of Bayelsa State as well as Delta State and also Nigeria journalists don't have any access to these communities. My people, this is so unfair and the world needs to see this. So a lot of people from Delta State as well as Bayelsa State, they are coming out to say their own side of story. Let me allow you guys to watch this video and hear what they are saying.
The fear of soldiers' invasion in Bayelsa and Delta States continues to occupy the minds of many Niger Delta residents, especially those who are innocently going about their daily activities. However, troops of the Nigerian army have continued the manhunt for the fleeing militant leader and his gang members, suspected of having carried out the killing of 17 soldiers last Thursday at Ukwama community in Ugeli South local government area of Delta State, combing creeks and hideouts across Delta and Bayelsa states. At a meeting with the State Traditional Rulers Council in Asaba, Delta State Governor Sheriff Oberewori warned traditional rulers against shielding suspects involved in the killing of soldiers in the Ukwama community. In the meantime, the paramount ruler of Igbomotoru in Bayelsa State, His Royal Highness Asemie Ofongo, has disputed claims that innocent persons have been killed during military operations in the area.
2 communities, all in Delta State, had that problem of a marginal oil well. Among the Urobos and the Jaws, who is having the power or whose oil well is that type of misunderstanding that arose from the 2 communities. And at the end of the day, one of the parties invited Amagben to intervene. And he went there, and some military officers who were there to make the peace were shot dead. They went into Igbomotoru 2 and began to burn down or kill everybody. No. The place where the person is located is where they went, and the attack took place. They had the information that Amagben went there and is staying in Igbomotoru. So they followed to Igbomotoru and wanted to arrest him. As they were trying to arrest him, his boys who were there became stubborn with them, and they did that. And that fire began to happen. The firing incident happened. And some of them that were cut down because they also killed senior army officers to where they went to.
I just got a letter from a Momotori community. It's just here with me. Saying that over 80 persons were just killed. The Momotori. Some of them were just standing by the jetty, not knowing what was that. In fact, when the military officers came, they thought it was the same military officers that conventionally guiding the critical facilities. They never knew, right? But before they knew it, over 80 of them were reportedly killed. This is a letter from the Gomotor community. As we speak, those left in the community cannot gain access out the community. Nobody can go into the community, so there's no supply of food. People are now dying of starvation in the Gomotor community as we speak. Water cannot go in. In fact, the water is already polluted because of the dead bodies that are now floating on the river. We also learned that the military officers are going from one place to the other, searching for whoever the criminal. But we are saying that, look, they should spare innocent people. I'm very professional also.
Yeah, let me start with you. There have been some legal aspects of this matter. One, people have raised complaints about the military operation from Ukwama to Igbomaroto, and also there's one community called the Lota community, and other communities where we're told that the military have given the people deadlines to produce the militants who may be involved in the crisis in the Ukwama or face consequences. And then there are persons who have been saying, well, Ukwama community will brief, lawyers, and they will go to court the same way the Odu community went to court in 1999. What will be the grounds of the action? And then general allegations about, innocent persons being caught in the crossfire. So we'd like to have your general perspective. And then after Liboros here, Honorable Henry Daniel Ofongo, we also like to have your take in this matter. Liboros, if we may start with you.
Yeah, first and foremost, every Nigerian and a lot of us, we sympathize with the families that have lost their loved ones. Nobody wants, especially in the military, nobody wants to, even though you signed up to defend with your today so that our tomorrow can be peaceful, but no military officer wants to die in the hands of civilians that they are meant to protect. So that said, also in the same vein, you find out that when the military consistently begins to get involved in civil activities, you are bound to have this kind of crisis, and the military gradually will begin to lose its reputation. So what we have, there have been accusations about the military behind, you remember when we discussed the issue of bunkering here, there were allegations that behind every bunkering, there are military officers who are protected. You cannot discuss crisis, militancy, and military intervention in the Niger Delta without talking about the oil. So it's not just a boundary dispute. It has to do with a land that has natural resources. So that said, the military, even if the corporates, they know the corporate, even if they arrest that corporate today, there are laws in this country that guides how an accused person must be prosecuted. The accused is still presumed innocent. Even if you catch him red-handed, do it. You do not have the power to take the laws into your hand or to get involved in the extrajudicial killing. Yeah, the military will talk about collateral damage, but what we are doing here, what we are talking about here is there is no communal clash. It wasn't as if there was a communal clash and the military went in there, or that there is a a war in Ukwama or Okoloma community, and so because of that, the community now went in there and trying to recover guns or trying to, quell the war. But this case is a case of some militants who have taken the laws into their hand. And in the search for those militants, there should be a strategic and systematic approach to it. And since the military also is involved in this, there have been accusations against the military also. I do not think that the military alone should be the one that should be carrying out this search. They should involve the DSS, also involve the police. In the first place, if it's a boundary dispute, it is not within the jurisdiction or the realms of the powers of the military. It's purely a police state. And then secondly, as we speak, I do not understand why the state governor of Delta State will be warning traditional rulers. Yes, it is good. Nobody should shield anybody. But as we speak, the governor should have set up a commission of inquiry to actually unravel what led to the crisis. Instead of this one story there, half story there, and at the end of the day, all of this will fizzle out. And like Fela once said, when all of this is over, they will leave sorrow, tears, and blood. We should avoid all of this extrajudicial killing because it's the military, and so they have a right to take laws into their hand. Those that have died, we empathize with them. We're sorry that this had happened, but the only way military can avoid a repeat of such occurrence in this region is to ensure that the law is systematically and practically carried out. These people are arrested and handed over to the civil authority for prosecution. But the idea of shutting down the entire village and not allowing access into it, even the governor cannot access that community, nobody can access the community, it will give room for rumors and hearsay. So if you have identified that the man that is involved is General Amagbein, yes, allow others who have their lawful duty to go about their normal activities instead of just shutting down the entire village. And then there are pictures and videos of people killed extrajudicially. Even if they are militant, there are procedures for prosecuting.
Is he a general of the Nigerian army?
We have a lot of generals in Niger Delta. Since the crisis in the Niger Delta, you've heard of General Boylof, General this, General that. They all are generals. And so we have so bastardized that word general that, every Tom, Dick, and Harry that has boys, would have generals and will call himself general. So that's another thing. That's why the federal government should be very strategic in this. And people also already saying, because it's a PDP state, and that's why the governor is not even allowed access into it. That it shouldn't be. Because somebody had asked me, if this were an APC state, would the military stop the governor from assessing that community and also assess the damage? So if at the end of the day you arrest these culprits or the General Amagbe, are you not going to hand him over to the civil authority for prosecution? These are the questions. And then in prosecuting, how will the civil authority, when the military had done the damage, and how will the civil authority now gather evidence to prosecute? Are you going to hear that side of the military alone and leave out the side of the civilians?
Okay, I asked if the community can go to court.
Yes, the community can go to court on this, because it's like the politicians, the political class are scared to talk, to speak out. What they say in private is different from what they say in public.
So, Honorable Daniel, you just confirmed everything they said. There's starvation, there's killing, people have run to the bush, indiscriminate killing. You say just 10 people? Those, they are not human lives? There's a justification for the killing of just 10 people? Is that how we roll in the country now? If Amnesty talk now, we say they are talking?
No, I don't want to. Excuse me, please.
Hang on a minute. Also,
okay,
the president of the, I think it's the Ijaw Council, Ijaw National Congress, was talking about the fact that he got letters of how many people, over 50 or 60 people. And in fact, I also like you, a very honest man. You said with your own mouth, you said just 10 people that I know about. So there might be more. So what you know is just 10. You're a very honest man. God bless you. But you have just confirmed everything they said. I want Mr. Liberos to have rebuttals to you, but I want to also like the representative of the UPU. If you can hear me, please. I want you to come in here. As of today, the community in Delta has not been opened up. What's your take? What's the reaction of the UPU Youth Congress, to all of this that is happening? I want your take on that. Then also want Mr. Liberos Oshoma to react to you, but I want you to also react to the things I've said. So I'll come to UPU first. How are you, sir? Can you hear me? Blessed?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good morning.
So go ahead. What's your reaction to all of this? The fact that Okwama community has not been opened, even the governor, Sheriff Oburuwori, has not been able to have access to the place.
First, the UPU, the youth wing, we commiserate with what has happened, the death, the families of the military and that of our Okoma people. And having said that, we should know that after war comes peace. If something has happened of this magnitude, what should be left is how to look for a way to resolve the issues. And how do we resolve the issues? One of the best way to resolve the issues is to set up, like everyone has cried, set up an independent team to investigate this issue. And in this position, there is no way investigation can go on when Okwama community is being locked up. How do we know the truth? A lot of questions have been asked at this moment from the Orobo youths. They have been asked, just like the Speaker of the Senate House, Senate President rather, the Senate President rather said, he said, these persons are not from Niger Delta, that the government should go in and investigate them. And if they must investigate them, the place is locked up. How do you expect the truth to be brought out when there is no access into the community of where the sin of happening? There is no access, even the governor cannot access it. We saw the commissioner of police complaining that he cannot access it. Our women and children are still in the bush. Our mothers, our elderly people, Okwama people are in the bush who do not know anything. Some of them were in the bush clearing when it happened. Some of them were at school. Some of them do not even know where their children are. Some of them are dead and cannot be able to confirm. Their bodies are being looked for at the moment. How do we confirm all of these alleged stories? A lot of stories are flying in and we do not know who to believe. Some said it was 17, some say, and the rest of them. We're not even going to look into the amount of people that was killed. Killing is one thing is condemnable. We are saying that it's a very, very bad act to kill the military. But it's also bad for the repressive attack on the community, where young ones who do not know anything are alleged to have been killed, murdered, children, old ones who could not run at the time when the community was attacked. They could not run. Okay. They were also slaughtered. That was the alleged story we are hearing. Okay. And saying that the military have refused to assess government authority to go into the place to be able to investigate the actual cause and provide a solution to this issue is worrisome to us. It's not something that we appreciate at the moment.
Thank you, Blessed. Hey, I'm going to come back to Honorable Henry Daniel. I want you to respond to the things I've said. But if the community is that peaceful, why are you making calls to get information? Why are you not in the community as at this morning? Why have you not gone there?
Okay, thank you.
There's internet there. You'll be able to do the interview from here.
Mr. Rufai.
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Rufai,
yes,
I did not, say that place is not cordoned off. I will still confirm that the place is cordoned off.
No, but you're telling people to come out now, so why are you not there yourself?
Mr. Rufai, I will be there. I would even grant interviews to you. If your team will be there, I'll be there. I am somebody who does not run away from my people when there are crises. And then too, I want to correct that thing which you are saying that I say total number of 10. Now, let me correct you. I did not say that is the total number. I said that they said people were killed, but I've been making calls, making findings, because for now the place is cordoned off. I came down from Abuja because of this, as soon as I heard it. And from the calls I've made, they've confirmed 10. Like I said, that place is a place that you have several people from other communities to go. So if people from other states and other communities are being killed and the people in the Bumatoro does not identify those people, will they be able to give me their names? I asked, because up till now, nobody knows the total number of people that have been killed.
Okay, so there are more than 10,
the ones I know that are from the Bumatoro community.
The ones you know are 10.
For now, nobody can ascertain the number. They say there are killings. People have died. So if people have died, I want to get, because for you to say so number is being killed, you should be able to. The military has come out to tell you 17 soldiers were killed. They've given you the names. They've given you, their ranks. So should I come out and then begin to tell you that 150 people are killed, and then you now ask me, do I have the evidence? Right now, if you tell me the 10 people so far that you know, do you know their names? I have their names here.
Okay, so
and they are from Igmator community. Let me tell you.
So those
my
are the
mother,
10...
my father, they are from there.
Okay.
So don't force what I did not say.
Okay, hang on a minute.
Let me equally tell you, I did not subscribe to prejudicial killing. I mean, extrajudicial killings. Yeah. Yes. If people are to be arrested, if they did not commit any crime, I don't subscribe to killing people because they are suspects. These people should be arrested. Yes, if you know that you are free, give yourself up. Let them do the real, proper investigation.
Very good.
Then, let the law take its place.
Very
it's
good.
not by saying
Mr.
that, what I'm saying is that it's my community, I can go.
Mr.
Once the place is open, and we are making efforts to open it.
Mr. Harry Daniel, it's the same thing we are saying. In fact, I was saying you are a honest man. You said based on the call you got, it was 10 people they told you they've been killed. That's based on what you know. There could have been more.
Not 10, listen, I said 10 Ibumatoro people.
Okay, and
there are people from other states and other LGs, and our people cannot identify those. So nobody has the total number yet.
Okay, so Mr. Henry, I mean,
it's
just
possible.
Like what you also said, that you are even calling people that they should leave the bushes, and that's why I was asking, why are you not there yourself on ground? If you are calling people to leave the bushes, liberals, I'm sure you want
and
to
I have told you I am not there right now because the place is cordoned off, and I will go there.
Okay, no problem. That's settled. Liberals, please have your say. Thank you, Mr. Henry.
Thank you. I like the fact that, let me start from the fact that militancy had completely or almost overrunning the Niger Delta. And if we have to clear out those boys from the bush, this is not the way to go about it. You remember in 2015, during election between Siva and Seriake Dixon, there were allegations that, in some areas, militants did not allow voting. In the 2019 general election, state governorship election also in Bayelsa, there were allegations that in Nembe area, that militants did not allow voting to take place. In the 2023 general state governorship election also, even before the election, we in this studio discussed the issues, the Opunembe crisis, and how the state government, declared some persons who are loyal to the candidate of the APC, wanted. Also, I have come to this studio to discuss the allegations against the running mate of the APC candidate in Bayelsa, who said that he was convicted. So it is good that we should clear out militancy in the Niger Delta. But that said, the issue at hand now is the allegations that there was a communal dispute, a boundary dispute. And this piece of land, there is a rich is rich in oil resources. And Okwama community, and then now, how did Bomotoru community come into the equation? The said general that is being looked for, there's allegation that his mother is from Okwama community and his father is from Bomotoru community. And so, after the crisis in Okwama community, the soldiers have moved into Bomotoru community. So the question now, the big question is, if the people you are looking for are no longer in Okwama community, why still keep Okwama community under siege? Then the next thing is, if those you are looking for are in Bomotoru community, is it in the community or in the bush that the entire village had to be under siege? Also, the former House of Rep member admitted clearly that he can't even assess it now, even though he said he will assess it later. He also said from his records, 10 people that he knows. He's not saying that the allegations from his community, those he knows. He also said that there are people who the community cannot even identify. So that means that there are more people that died. And the Ijaw Youth Council president said about 80 people from the records that he has. The Nigerian army, the question now is that the Nigerian army, while the entire world, everybody is sympathizing with the Nigerian army, if they continue like this, very soon the tables will turn. Because now you just go into a community, you conduit it off. The governors of both states have not been able to assess. These are supposed to be the chief security officers of these states. They have not been able to assess these places to even ascertain the damages. The civil police that are supposed to provide security for these places also cannot assess the place. Another security arm, the DSS State Command, cannot assess this place. And then was saying that the army is saying, okay, yes, they have been able to identify some persons and they are looking for those persons. And consistently, like I said, the army also have been named as an accomplice. We can't run away from that. They have also been named as accomplice in this crisis in the Niger Delta, right from the days of Abacha. You remember the Ogoni crisis also. Until date, consistently, the army names keep coming up. There was even an allegation at the point when we were in Warri then, Rufai can bear me witness. What do you call it? Minor dispute. People will invite Navy. Yeah. They will use Navy to settle scores. A situation not too long ago, the Nigerian army had to issue out a strong warning to its personnel not to get involved in land disputes. And so if this is a land dispute, and the army are keeping peace, protecting strategic security, strategic, investment. Shouldn't it be a matter for the police in that area? So these are my point. And sorry, quickly, Doctor.
Well,
in going forward,
wrap up.
In going forward, the army should also allow the state government and those people who are in charge of civil authority to be able to assess these places so that it doesn't become a matter of just the army side of the story and every other person speculating.
Okay, gentlemen. I mean, all three of you have spoken about communities cordoned off, access denied, the governors not being able to access the place. Let me start with you, President Urobo, People's Union, Youth Wing. What would be your advice to the affected governors, the Bayelsa State Governor, the Delta State Governor, where he's been talking, but are these governors so completely helpless? Just what you would recommend to the two governors at the center of it, one after the
other? First, I want to commend the effort of the governor of Delta State for having been able to show some sign of responsibility so far. But it seems like the federal government and the military are not doing the needful as it should be done. They are not doing the needful as it should be done. First, I watched a video, let me correct an impression, where Ruben Abati jokingly said, I told the thing yesterday or day first today about that people that are killing. We are not, Deltas are not people who kill people. Let's clear that position. We do not kill people. And it has never happened in Urobo land before where military personnel are killed in our land. It has never happened. Now, going to your question, I came here for just one thing. I came here to tell the world that my people, Urobo youth, women, young persons are in the bush. They don't have food, they don't have shelter, they don't have anything. I was with the IYC president yesterday, where we together made a statement solidly telling the world that Ijaw nation and Urobo nation are not at war. We are not at war. What we are asking the government to do is to tell the military to stop going from community to community. Since the spokesman to the military has come out yesterday and said they know the people who are involved and they will catch them in no short time, why then go and start rumbling every community? The Ijaws are suffering same fate. It's just that the Okwama of the Urobo people are more of this fate because it happens in our land. Okay. We are calling on the federal government to please call on the military to give access to people to come back and live their life while investigation is being done. This is how it is done in international practice.
Well made, Blessed.
Not locking the door against investigators.
Blessed.
How do we get to know the truth?
Blessed. Okay.
Yes.
Point well made.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Let's hear from.
Yes, sir, Ruben.
Let's hear from.
You just don't want to allow me to say some things.
No, we're trying to.
I just have not spoken since I came here. Will you allow me to talk, Ruben?
No.
Will you allow me to talk?
I
just came in and I've not been able to express myself like every other person has been expressing themselves. You should allow me to express myself at least.
No, we're trying to manage time. We have just about 3 minutes to go on this program.
Then allow me. Everybody has been talking. Let me use the 3 minutes and talk because I've been the one who has not spoken.
We have to talk.
Everybody has been speaking. I've not spoken.
Okay. Take.
My people are suffering. I am the one who is more pain here in this issue. I am the one who is more affected in this issue. The Okwama people are Urobo people who are very much affected. People's lives are in the bush. Other communities are in their homes. Our mothers are in the bush. Nowhere to give them food. How do we access them? We can't even access them. We don't even know where they are. They are scattered around. Let me use this only opportunity I have to call on the federal government that we are tired. They should do the things in line with the international standard of investigation.
Blessed, I'm sure
we want our people back to their life.
Yes, Blessed.
While investigations are going on.
Yes,
this is why I came here.
Yes, Blessed.
We are saying only one side story. We are not saying the other side story. Okwama people have their own story.
Yes.
We are talking about the military welfare. What about the people that died in Okwama? Nobody's talking about them.
Hello, Blessed.
Nobody's talking about them.
Your point is well made. We're trying to wrap up now. Please, Honorable, quickly. The president has taken almost all the 3 minutes.
Correct. Yes, I want to correct that impression. There is a narrative out there, and the truth has to be said. Endurance Amagbe, yes, his mother is from Igbomatoro. It is his father that is from Okwama. Yes, okay. Yeah. That has to be made clear, and he has every right as an Igbomatoro man, whether his mother is there or not, to be in Igbomatoro. But then, as he stands down, he's a suspect. So my own advice is to the military and to the federal government. Yeah, the military, so long as I'm concerned, in Igbomatoro, I will not say the lie. I will never say lies. They are not there harassing people or intimidating people. But in as much as they've conducted themselves very well, let them open up the place, because that itself, does not tell well again. So let them open up the place. Let food come in. Let people go about their normal businesses while investigations are carrying on. And I want to commend the Bayelsa State government.
Okay,
yeah, the Bayelsa State government has tried so much because they are on top of the case. Today, they are, equally on it to make sure that
Honorable Daniel Ofongo, thank you.
Into these communities and the pressure for the military to go.
Let's come to you, Liberos. 30 seconds.
Yes, quickly.
We need to wrap up this program.
Quickly, before the 2023 state governorship election, we saw, like I keep going back to these issues, we saw the crisis is Nembe Bazabri, and we didn't see the military very active this way. The government were able to assess these places. And my advice should be to the federal government, and that's why people are saying, if these were APC states, would the military have locked out the governors? So allow an independent, not just the military alone, an independent, all-encompassing committee of inquiry to look into this matter, and then allow the government and the police to assess these places so that the reportage will be balanced. Thank you.
Chai, it is very, very unfortunate and very painful to see or know that our politicians don't take the life of citizens serious. Honestly, look at what this man is saying, that those that are hiding in the bush, they should come out, that everything is okay now, they should go back to their community. I like the question that Rufai asked him. Since he know that everything is okay now, have you been in that community? Have you been there to know if everything is okay before you start calling these people from the bush to come out that everywhere is now safe for them? Like these politicians, they're so heartless, honestly. My people, I hope you guys heard everything they said here. The truth is gradually coming out indeed. And at the end of the day, we are going to see the end of this, my people. What these soldiers are trying to cover, like this thing is deeper than what we thought, my people. Let's just keep watching, because at the end of the day, the truth must surely prevail. So my people, I hope you truly enjoy watching. Please share this video so that the world will get to see it, my people. And also, if today is your first time, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more updates, and also turn the post notification bell on so that anytime I upload a new video, you'll be the first person to be notified. Yes, I'll see you guys in my next one. Goodbye for now.